see, when we were taught about this, about coronavirus, it's just basic hygiene that we were taught when we were primary school. You can keep them and keep away from crowded places and do our basic hygiene. Wash your hands regularly, toilet, you do anything. Clean your hand properly, your nails, make sure they are down. And don't, for those who love to rub their face regularly, please endeavor not to do that most often. And I believe that if we keep some basic knowledge about cleanliness, God will save us from this virus. I also want to believe that the Lord will, by His prayers and by supplication and by, like I said, plain observations of these basic things, will be saved from them. Hallelujah. So much panic all over the world. For the first time in a very long time, if I might say since the days of Egypt, you will see God and things being in disarray. People not confused, they don't even know what to do, shutting down airports, shutting down aviation industry, shutting down shipping industry, shutting down churches, mosques, shutting down places, schools. You know, businesses are affected because if businesses, hospitals are clamped down, hospitals, people even are afraid to even enter buses. I don't know, some people are even suggesting that maybe they should shut down BRT buses, you know, because if you say 20 people should not gather in the place, there are more than 20 people who enter these buses. So what do we do? In this situation, we need not to be afraid. He said, fear not. You know, most of the time Jesus will encourage us not to be afraid. There is every reason to be afraid, but He says we should not be afraid. Hallelujah. So I want to encourage us not to panic. Fear is even more deadly than even the virus. Because fear can lead. Remember those days of the bomb explosion at Ikeja. Many parts of there just ran into the swamp, not even looking at the road, ran into the swamp, and the bomb didn't kill them, but they drowned and they died. Fear is more dangerous, so we should walk by faith and not by sight. Observe those things, and I believe that if we keep ourselves, and God will keep us. We should be careful not to disobey the rules. I'm not saying we should set aside the rules, because government is just trying to protect its citizens and help us so that we don't get into this trouble. So they don't know what to do. They are as equally confused as we are. There is no cure to the virus yet. Even though there has been so much on social media about chloroquine, but please don't self-medicate. And if you don't have all the symptoms, or if there's none at all, you shouldn't think that by eating up and taking chloroquine, overdose of it, somebody has landed in this because of overdose of chloroquine. Please, let's be careful what we hear. There are so many doctors on social media, so please be careful. Don't just follow every instruction that people give you on social media, and the Lord will protect you. Like I said, wash your hand. You don't have to be sanitizer. It has liquid soap is enough, you know, soap, regular soap. More importantly, your medicated soap. Wash your hand regularly, and you know, wash your nail, the back of your hand. Anytime you don't want to do anything, just make sure you clean your hand thoroughly and you keep those hygienes. You know, normal things they taught us when we were in primary schools. You know, because when the health officers came and taught community leaders, which I was part of, you know, I saw that it was just normal. In fact, the ballet said that if now we are returning back to the normal things they taught us in school that we refuse to do. You know, mechanics will dip their hand in fuel and just eat amala like that without cleaning. But now everybody has to be very clean. You know, in those days they used to tell us cleanliness is next to godliness, and I think that God is calling us back to cleanliness. Hallelujah. I want to just go straight into the message this morning about dismantling the old order of things. There are things that have been saying before now, that I think that this crisis or pandemic situation called COVID-19 has woken up the church to if government now can be clamping down on mega churches not to have services, and many churches now have to reverse to going online. I think I have shared many times before some things that I feel that the Lord impressed on my heart that many people will not believe, but now I say for the first time this year on a Sunday, church will not be crowded. Mega churches are empty. You know, if you watch online, it's either only their choirs are singing, and there's nobody. I just watched Bishop's church. You just see just few people scattered all over the place, distance themselves from each other, you know, and I was watching something also about the Minister of Defense of Israel saying something that the easier and the most easier way to not to allow this thing to spread is to separate old people from young people. That they have noticed that most people who die of this virus are older people. You know, so if they have done it in Israel, that they separate old people from young people at least for 4 weeks. And if you can keep them, you know, give them food, just keep their food there and go away from them. Don't hug them, don't this thing. And they have noticed that not many people, I don't think Israel has recorded any crisis of COVID. I've not heard. And when I saw the video, somebody sent it and shared it on Facebook. And I saw that, I said, wow, maybe this is wisdom also. And so, because I've been asking myself, I've not heard about Israel coming down with this virus. Anybody in Israel? So they said what they have done is to separate old people from young people. So I think that if we can do that also, because we are all learning wisdom, and I believe that all this will be for our glory and for our wisdom, and something glorious will come out of this. Hallelujah. But what I want to teach is this morning from Hebrews chapter 10. And I think it will help us because I expect that from now on that the church will review about what we do, because most of the time I think that the church doesn't do review of what we do, and sometimes if this thing pass, we just continue to live and normally, you know, Ebola came and everybody was panicking, but today everybody, you know, live their life until this one came again. We have to learn to review. Maybe there's some wisdom we have to glean from this experience so that we can review the way we do things, because I think the church loves crowd too much. We just bring every kind of person together. Do you understand? And I have shared it before, and I just want to emphasize on the things I have spoken before, because yesterday God began to impress it upon my heart also. So I want us to take our text from Hebrews chapter 10, verse 9. Hebrews 10, verse 9. For those who are watching us online, the service is coming early because we just want to wrap up the service early. But we don't want to deny people the opportunity of hearing from God. If not, we will have shut down the service today. Hebrews chapter 10, verse 9. Then he said, "Lo, I come to do thy will, O God. He taketh away the first, that I might establish the second." Hallelujah. "Lo, I have come to do thy will. He taketh away the first, so that he might establish the second." Most of the time, we give credit to something that happens on earth to the devil, as if God is unaware of what goes on earth. I want you to know also, according to Amos chapter 3, verse 60, that shall there be any evil in the city, and the Lord Yahweh hasn't done it. It means that many people believe that this is the devil that comes to steal, to kill. I have seen a pastor who shared that on Facebook, that is the devil that comes to steal, to kill, and to destroy. But God also says that I kill and I make alive. Do you understand? And Amos chapter 3, verse 60 said that has any evil happened in the city that the Lord has not known of. Because sometimes we use some situation to dismantle some others. Remember when there was such a crisis also in Egypt, it was to bring down the power of Egypt to their name. And many nations today have come to their name, you know. Scientists are paying people, such a country like China that boast themselves in science, in their research, in their technology. They don't even have answer to this thing. You know, they are coming down in their thousands and dying. In fact, they have to go home to people's home to arrest them, if you have to believe the videos we see online, that they go to homes and arrest people from their car, and arrest people from their house. In fact, they have to beg the senators, the legislators to make a law so that they can start burning people down. You know, burning people, you know, in incinerators. That's how much fear has come upon the people. But the Bible says that there is no evil that has happened in the city that the Lord has not known of. If this had happened, then what is the wisdom that God will want us to glean from this? Many people have made science their God. In fact, some of our brother here, Deji, was sharing on Twitter. He said that he remembers sometimes ago in his class, in the environmental class, the masters or whatever he was doing, that a scientist told him that science is the God that can make anything happen, that they don't believe in God, you know. But if all that science has come to do is to research what God has created. Because what science is doing is to research into nature. But who is behind nature? Somebody must have created everything that science is putting to use today to create whatever they are creating. Do you understand? The cement, the sand, the cars, we met all the materials on the earth, burning under the rubbles of the earth. Are you listening to me? All the herbs that we are growing and taken from trees that we all came here to meet. Some of us are just stumbled on some things and believe that this thing can work for this. That's why where science came in. Science is just researching. It means that they are searching out something that has been there, but they are now discovering to be useful in some areas. Are you listening to me? So if they believe that science is their God, now God is showing up to let them know. Let me give you a little of this. Let me see what science can do to this. Are you listening to me? Let me try you with this. And with just a virus like a flu, everybody's panicking. The whole world is in panic. The great America is in panic. Schools are shut down abroad. Even in England, there's panic buying there. People are storming supermarkets, fighting over tissue paper. I wonder where are the scientists today? Where are the great men of this world who post in science, who take their 80s because they believe they have created something that the whole world is buying into? But God can cause an evil to happen, just as He did in the days of Egypt, just to bring the great superpower Egypt to their need. He caused them a plague to come upon them that all the magicians, the scientists, the astrologers of Egypt could not have answers to. In fact, until the point it came to a point that he had to let the people of God go. God can make this thing happen just to bring the nations to their day. I will shake the heavens and the earth, and the desires of nations shall come to me. Sometimes God has to show Himself strong so that people will know His God. Bible said that through wisdom people did not come to know God, and so through the foolishness of the preaching of the gospel, so He is breaking the wise one, turning their wisdom backward. He said, I will frustrate the tokens of the babblers, drive every diviner's man, turn the wisdom of the wise one backward, and make their knowledge foolishness. Now the knowledge of the scientists have become foolish. We give so much credit to the devil. Even if the devil is the one that does it, then this must be for our glory. It's time for the sons of God to manifest. It's time for us to tap into the wisdom of God. Even when the water became bitter, God told Moses, take a particular tree, cut it and drop in the water. And Bible said that the water became sweet at Mara. Mara means bitter. It means there is a solution to every problem. Hallelujah. Egypt came to their need. All the wisdom, the knowledge of Egypt could not help them. God turned their water to blood. They have no answer to it. Flies all over the place. Frogs on their bed. The spirit of death was the last one moved into the country. Egypt was the superpower then, just like America and China today. But today they have no answer to just a virus. No answer. Everybody is just guessing everything. Chloroquine, this, that. No answer. Yesterday, we were allowed to gather 15 number, but this morning, by the time we woke up this morning, we said no. Because the number of people that are coming down with the virus in Lagos is already 16 or 18 already. So they said no, 20. Tomorrow they will tell you don't even open markets again. But this is the time for the church to press into God. We have been too religious. This is the time to press into the wisdom of God and bring out solution. Many of us say that God does not kill. He's not out to destroy. That the devil's mandate is to steal, kill, and destroy. True. But God Himself made both, saying, I kill and I make alive. It does not take God anything to dismantle a corrupt system or bring a nation to His knee. It doesn't take God much. Just one virus. Just a plague. Egypt was on their knee. The whole world today is on their knee. Everybody is afraid. A friend of mine just sent a message that I'm on my way to Nigeria. It's no longer fashionable to say I just came from London. They will quarantine you. Everybody will run away. Yesterday when we were at the meeting, when the local government came and we were at the meeting and we were talking about this visit, and they said that if you have people who are coming from abroad, please just tell them to stay away for 14 days, quarantine themselves. If nothing happens to them, then you can go and visit them and say, and if somebody has a question, why are they bringing their disease to us? I say, but you have been collecting their dollars all these years. But now you are afraid to embrace them. Before, you are always happy that they are coming, but now you even tell them, don't come. My wife was telling me, are you sure your friend don't come? But my daughter said, who will go to the wedding? He's coming to the wedding on April 4. He said, who will go to the wedding? That the better go to registry, he and the wife and 3 of them. And when nobody, before everybody wants to search for you. But everybody is afraid to go out. See, we should fear this God. It doesn't take God anything to dismantle the whole world, to dismantle Zion, to bring great nations to their knee. Isaiah 45 verse 11 says, disaster will come upon you, and you will not know how to conjure it away or wish it away. A calamity will fall upon you that you cannot ward off or wish away. With a ransom, a catastrophe you cannot foresee will suddenly come upon you. Should I read it again? Isaiah 47 verse 11. He said, disaster will come upon you, and you will not know how to conjure it away. A calamity will fall upon you that you cannot ward off or wish away. With a ransom, a catastrophe you cannot foresee will suddenly come upon you. Did we foresee this? Nobody saw this coming. There have been so many theories. There is a scientific this thing that was cooked up. It's American soldier that spread it to China. Is this, is that? Yeah, but it's here. Can we wish it away? He said a catastrophe you cannot foresee will suddenly come. So to say God does not apply hard measures to achieve a given purpose is not to know God. Should I say to you? To say God does not apply hard measures to achieve a given purpose is to say it's not to know God. God can use hard measures to bring down nations to their level. Mostly nations like China that don't really respect God. With all the wisdom that God has bestowed upon them, they have no regard for God. They disregard God. They disdain God. They rather give the glory of God to false beasts. They worship idols instead of God. They are killing Christians in their thousands. Christians in China cannot even worship their God in the open. They hide. They even go down into their hiding and kill them. God is not letting them know that can destroy the whole nation with just the virus. With plague, he dismantled the economy and brought the superpower nation Egypt to their knee, and he will do it again and again if need be. The problem is when God moves in such manner, do we press into God? Or do we think there should be a scientific solution? When the children of Israel in the wilderness murmured and complained against God and they sinned against God, God sent a serpent from nowhere. He was the one that's been keeping the serpents and the lions and the hatters away from them. They have always been in the wilderness. But his glory kept them away. But when they sinned, he unleashed them. The same God that shut the mouth of lion when Daniel was thrown in can stop this disease from coming to us. And when they began to repent, and Moses prayed on their behalf, he said, pick up, make a bronze image and lift it up, as many that will look unto it shall be saved. There's always a solution when it brings a plague. But do we turn to God? Do we press into God, or do we just trust in our wisdom? Some trust in our chariots and some in horses. But they stumble and fall. Nations are stumbling now. Restaurants are shutting down. Cinemas are shutting down. Churches are shutting down. For the first time in so many, in thousands of years, there is no urge. Even Saudi Arabia shut down their mosques. Before you used to see people gather, they quarantine the place. Nobody wants the disease. Great Saudi Arabia, everybody is happy. There's panic all over the world. Do we ask God, or do we seek Him why He's doing what He's doing, and what He intends to achieve with this? Do we ask God? And now that there's panic all over the world, and there's global unrest, business are being brought to a halt. Schools, shops, churches, mosques, aviation business are being shut down. Do we sit back and review what we do mostly in churches? Do we seek a new way of doing things? I think it is time to review what and where we invest kingdom resources on. I have often posited that if the church, if not that we are only interested in numbers, you know, the church is so much interested in numbers. Even the pastor said that he will not die until they build an auditorium the size of Ibadan. It's useless now. Even if you build, they can't, even before they build the size of Ibadan, the camp is even useless. Hello? Many of their big auditoriums is useless today. I think it's time for us to begin to review how we spend kingdom resources and on what we expend kingdom resources. I think the time has come to invest on the internet. If truly our desire is to get the word to the whole world, do you know that even today there are few people in church, there could be thousands watching you online, on YouTube, on IGTV, Instagram TV, on Facebook, on Twitter. People can be on their sick bed in the hospital. As long as there is a TV before them, they can be healed through your gospel. Even the great China that will not allow for churches to sprout up on their iPad, on their iPhone, on their Android, they can still watch your message and be blessed. If churches could come together in this time and invest in shooting satellites into the air so that we can beam our message to the world, because the assignment is that Jesus will not come until this gospel is preached to the ends of the world, and the material and the instrument is here already. God is no longer interested in our multi-billion naira auditorium. We should invest in getting the word out, not getting the word into the church. Hello? This should teach us wisdom. Which, you see, the problem with the church is that we don't review what we do. When God speaks sometime, is to correct us, to bring us to a review of what you are doing, so that He can destroy the old order and build new things. Do I tell you that if I check the internet now, there are more people listening to me than the number of people that sit here? I was watching Pastor Emmanuel's church, Covenant Nation, this morning. It's only the choir that was singing. That beautiful auditorium was empty. But there were over, as at the time I was watching, there were over 537 people that were watching. You see the power of the internet? You see where we should be investing now. That God is no longer interested in building blocks and mortar, but building people. That the church is an army to be equipped, not a people to be entertained. So I believe it's time to spend less on building mega auditorium and invest in getting the word of God out, rather than getting the word into our churches, in quotes. Because the church is really the people. It is now I'm seeing for the first time in a long time on Facebook that the church, that they are shutting building down, but you are really the church. Are we really telling the people that they are the church? Before we tell them, if you don't, this is the ground of solution. But you know now, today they can tell you that the same anointing that is present here can reach you, you know. So why do you always tell them that they must come to you before they can reach, you can reach them? If the same anointing can reach them through the internet, why are we being lying to the people? There are people who have been healed through TV, even when there was no internet. That they just touch their screen and they were, it's by your faith that you are healed. Jesus spoke a word. The guy that was sick was not there and was not present with Jesus, but he spoke the word. And the guy was healed at the same hour. The centurion said, you don't need to come to my house. I understand authority. By my word, as a soldier, things happen. All I need to do is to give the command. If truly you are the Son of God, speak the word and my servant shall be healed. But I know why we love people together is because of the money. But the truth is that if you are manifesting the glory of God, let me tell you, whoever is ill will reach out to you through your social media. When Elisha healed Naaman, he was ready to give anything. Thank God that even Elisha did not take anything. He came with silver and gold, with raiment, suits, blazers, shoes, every kind of thing. But the guy refused to take it. Do you know that even Elisha did not show up to see Naaman? He just gave an instruction. He said, go dip yourself 7 times in Jordan. The guy said, are there no better rivers in Syria? Are there no better swimming pool in Damascus? If he had the answer, why did he come? The truth is that there are so many rich people that are plagued. There are so many people, rich people, that are suffering. There are so many rich people that has the thing that the church and the church leadership are praying to God for. Instead of us seeking the glory of God, we are praying for cars, we are praying for mega auditorium, we are praying for mansions, we are praying for private jets. These people had all of it. They have all of it, but yet they are suffering inside. The man was rich. He was fulfilled. He was an army general. He was connected. It was the king that gave him letter to go to the king of Israel. Is that not true? If he was not collected, he would not be referred. But with all of his connection, all of his position, all of his affluence, all of his money, he had leprosy. And he needed a miracle. A miracle that his money could not solve. But today, our prayer revolves around money. And our prayer revolves around Pajero BMW. Our prayer revolves around private jets. Our prayer revolves around my project in Moss, my house in Moss. No, God, is that not what we are praying? As if that was what we lost. The truth is that the church has not been manifesting the glory of God, even though we are called to express the glory of God. And let me tell you something, there is nothing that the glory of God cannot reverse. Did you hear what I'm saying? We didn't lose the glory of God. We didn't lose private jet. We lost the glory. Man has sinned and God falling short of the glory of God. And Jesus came that he might restore many sons unto glory. You cannot be looking for what you did not lose. Hello? Even if some people have to search with you, they will ask you, what are you looking for? I lost my car key, then they will know they are looking for it. So if they see something else, they will not pick it. But if you are not sure what you are looking for, people will walk you by, walk past you because they don't even know what you are looking for. You are as confused as they are. Hallelujah. Adam lost the glory of God. The last Adam, Jesus Christ, came to restore, to bring many sons unto glory. You can't be looking for what is not lost. Our messages can still go viral through the internet to the hospitals, to the homes, to the quarantine persons, to nations, even under lockdown. Do you know, there are people who will not leave their home today, even in London and America, but they can be watching you live. I was speaking to my friend's wife, and I told her, I've not spoken with you, I heard your voice in a long time. He said, Pastor, I want to go with you. I said, how? He said that every Sunday your friend, my husband, ensure that we're listening to you on Facebook before we go to church. I said, oh, he said, so I hear your voice every Sunday. You are the one not hearing me. Oh my God. Did you know? Because many of them don't even comment. You know, if they send a comment, then you will know they are watching. But they don't even comment. Hallelujah. I think we missed out on the mind of Christ when he was taken aside and showed the magnificence of the temple. I think Jesus has been warning us. You know, he's the guy who speaks about tomorrow. I think we missed out on his warning, on his prophecy. They took him aside after they went into the temple to pray. Mark chapter 13, verse 1 to 3. It says that Jesus was leaving the temple that day. One of his disciples said, "Teacher, look at this magnificent building. Look at the impressive stones in the walls." Jesus replied, verse 2, "Yes, look at this great building, but they will be completely demolished. Not one stone will be left on top of another." Do you hear what Jesus said? They were not happy that he said that. In another occasion, he told them, "Pull this temple down. In 3 days I will raise it." They said, "It took our father 46 years. We know how long it took you to save money to be able to build the magnificent auditorium, the multi-billion-dollar auditorium." But the truth is that he said that one day, not a stone will be found standing on each other. Today, even though they have not demolished our auditorium, but people cannot even come in their houses. Your 50,000 auditorium today is empty. But can the gospel be changed? Paul says that even though I'm in prison, I'm in chain, but the gospel of Jesus Christ cannot be changed. And I think that Paul was thinking of our time, that even though the church might be on lockdown, the gospel doesn't have to necessarily be on lockdown. We can still reach millions of people through the internet. I think we missed out on the warnings of Jesus. If we are listening to him, maybe we should have been investing on the internet, building infrastructures that will get the word out and not get the people into the building. We love people, and I know it's only because of the money and the tithes. Because you are wondering how will they pay tithes if they don't come to church. In these days of money transfer, I can send money to church without them even knowing it. Victor, you remember we went to House on the Rock? And they spent so much money on that program because they brought ministers from abroad. And I know what it cost them to house them in hotels, feed them, take them around, sew clothes for them, make sure they are comfortable while they are in our country. And so, even though I had some cash on me, and I looked and said, let me contribute to this great work. This is the gospel and the message of this man, and it's the grace of God upon his life. And blessed me. And they were scrolling the account on the TV, and I just picked the GT bank account that I have as an account holder with GTB, and I transferred 10,000 to them. And Paul Adefarasi doesn't have to know. In this age and time, if your gospel bless the people, they can give you money that you will even be wondering where did the transfer come from. I've received money from abroad, all day on instruction, not even with the name of the person that was sending money to me. Or he probably instructed somebody to help me to send the money, and I just received money. And I wonder who is Chinedu. Until the person called me, have you seen the money? I said, the so person said, yes, that's me. I said, oh, it wasn't your name, so I didn't know. Hallelujah. We're in the days of internet, social media. The world is getting smaller. So it means that you can actually reach the world without even sweating it. I was telling my friend yesterday, stupid things that some people even do on Instagram. You'll be wondering how many people will go live with them. Tiwa Savage was on Instagram yesterday, playing with the son, lying down in a parlor, and over 10,000 people were watching live. Hello? And yet we have people in the church that can actually make your message go viral. I've listened to some messages on the internet, on YouTube, that I've never met the pastor before. I don't even know the church the pastor. Hello? And let me tell you something, for many of the pastors that are afraid, they don't want their members to go somewhere. That's why they have branches everywhere, so that you can only patronize their brand. Today, your members will listen to other people. It's the truth. Because if you are not on the internet, they will look for those who are online. Because they love God, they will be on their bed and they are looking for who to listen to. And probably some of them are listening to me. So if it's about they are my member, you will lose them today. So you must realize that they are a member of the body of Christ. And for those who are lazy, who don't even like to come to church, this is an opportunity for them to stay away and to dine with the devil. Hallelujah. So I believe our investment in mega auditorium and temples, in the light of current revelation, which really is not current, is a total waste of kingdom resources. Many of our auditoriums are locked down, yet the Church of Jesus Christ lives on, and the gospel cannot be on lockdown. We still can reach billions of people through their Android, through iPads, through iPhones, through laptops, wherever they might be. We can reach a lot of people. You can even share and start a start watch, even after service. That your friends can even watch. There are people who share my message. It means that their followers will watch too. Hello? And if it's about money, God knows how to touch the hearts of men to bring you money. The heart of kings are in the hand of God, and they terminate it like the cost of the river. If God could tell Elijah, I have prepared a window to feed you during the time of famine, God can prepare people to feed you even in these days of lockdown. You don't have to be afraid. I say God will send people that will remember you and stop the house in the name of Jesus. This is the day you must trust the glory of God. If God, in the wilderness for 40 years, could provide and clothe the children of Israel, and He told them, did you notice that for 40 years your clothes did not wear out, your shoes were growing in your feet. If you were 1 year old when they started the journey, by the time before they entered the promised land, they were 40. It means that their size were increasing. The shoe was increasing in size. The same God who laid down manna. Bible says that the glory of God came down, and by the time the glory lifted, there was manna. The same glory will provide for you. No wonder Paul said, my God shall supply your needs according to His riches in glory. The glory will show up for you. I said the glory of God will provide for you. The glory of God will protect you. The glory of God shall be your rear guard. In the name of Jesus, the same glory that separated the army of Israel and the army of Egypt from the people of Israel will separate you from all the diseases of the world. In the mighty name of Jesus. This is the time to seek the glory of God. There is no situation that the glory cannot reverse. It's because you have been seeking the wrong thing. You say you ask and you do not receive because you have been asking amiss. We have been asking the wrong thing. That's why we have not been receiving. You are looking for what we did not lose. He came to restore you to glory. I said He came to restore you to glory. Bible says we are partaker of divine nature. If the life of God is at work in you, there is no virus that can penetrate in you and survive. That's why God does not die. He cannot be fall sick. And He came to give back His life to you. Sin robbed you of the life of God. He said the day you sin, you will be separated from the source of life. It means that God will take His spirit. No wonder David prayed. He said, take not your Holy Spirit from me. Without the Holy Spirit, you are useless. No wonder Jesus said, without me, you can't do nothing. Because you are lifeless without the Spirit. It is the Spirit that giveth life. The letter kill it. Hallelujah. We don't review what we do in church. We don't. Let me tell you, let this virus go. We'll go back to normal. We will never review. That this is the time, and that's what God is making me to do. That this is the time to review what we do, how we do what we do. This is time also that we should start investing. Do you know that if the church has a soup kitchen, like a restaurant where they give free food, this is the time to save people. Do you know if the church has their own plantation today, this is the time we'll actually make money and provide food for people. Because the price of food is going up. And this is the time we will use our God mind to bring down the price of food. But many of our camps that should become plantations, we are building auditorium with them. Even though we have branches. The church lacks wisdom. We think the reason why all that God is interested is to gather the people. He wants to build a kingdom, not a monument. And in a kingdom there is a bank. In a kingdom there is an hospital. Jesus came to manifest the glory of God. And that's why everywhere He went, He reversed every negative situation. The Bible said the young man was born blind. And the disciples asked Him, Master, who sinned? Is it the father of the mother? He said, none of them. He said, this happened so that the name of the Lord might be glorified. How was the name of God glorified? He reversed the situation. He gave the guy his sight back. When Lazarus died, and 44 days he was in the grave. And by the time Jesus showed up, the sister said that by this time his body stinketh. Jesus said, did I not tell you that if you believe, you will see the glory of God? How do you see the glory of God? He reversed the situation of death. He brought him back to life because he said, I have the resurrection and the life. That's what he came to do, to show and manifest the glory of God. The Bible says it's the express image of God, the brightness of his glory. And as he is, so are we in this world. We are called to express his glory. Instead of expressing his glory, all we have to show for glory is our jets. All we have to show for glory is our limo, our Lincoln Navigator that is feeding even the rich people. I don't know how many Lincoln Navigator Naaman had. I don't know how many Rolls Royce Naaman had. I don't know how many mansions Naaman built. But it will not cure him of his leprosy. And there are so many rich people that even their children have speech problem. They cannot even call that they die until tomorrow before they can do this. Yeah, the glory of God can reverse it. But we are not seeking the glory. All we are seeking is material thing. By Jerome, BMW, okay. God doesn't make us. Go to Germany and China and Japan and they don't worship God. And even though God will judge them one day, and the judgment has already started. To let them know that their science can fail them. If they don't recognize that it's God that gives wisdom for science. David said, how do you know? He said he considered the works of God and he marveled. How is a bone formed in the womb of a woman that is pregnant? How? They can't hear people. How is a bone make a pushing form? So that every one of them go down because time. How is the brain, the skull, formed in the womb of a woman? Should that not marvel you and make you to worship and honor this creator? But instead of worshiping the creator, we worship the creation rather than the creator. We now worship men. And some people have the infantry to call themselves atheists because God has given them little wisdom. God will blow your wisdom. I know people who have brain, yet they end up in psychiatric hospital. Am I lying? Is God just showing his power that, okay, you think you have wisdom? Go and ask Nebuchadnezzar. He says, see Babylon that built by my own power. God said, okay, I will show you I am God. By the time God was done with him, after 7 years, the guy wrote the epistle. He said, write it down for my children and their children, that they will know that God rules in the affairs of men. He was the one who wrote it. Daniel was just his secretary. After God turned his heart to that of a beast and he ate grass for 7 years, they had to put him in the goat house. They were giving him grass like goats for 7 years. A king, a powerful king like Donald Trump. You have to humble yourself. You have to know you are nothing. You have to know whatever you have, he was given to you. That no man can receive anything except it be given him from heaven. If God knocks your brain and a little part of your brain that sin had killed came back to life, and you are now an inventor, don't boast in your invention. He said, let the wise not boast in their wisdom. Let the rich not boast in their wealth. Let them that boast in this, that they know me. The only thing we should boast in is that we know God. Let me tell you where we missed it. When the glory of God began to provide and manifest and attract material things, the pastor started pointing to the things that the glory manifested. Hello. I've studied the Daosa because they said it's the father of prosperity. It's the one that led the likes of Oyedepo and the rest of them to prosperity. But I listened to some of his followers, some people like Tunde Bakari. But I now realized where the guy missed it. This was a guy that had nothing but a bicycle, even on his wedding day. He and his wife had to ride the bicycle on their wedding day. No car, not even one person to borrow him. But God began to manifest his power and his glory in his life. And the glory began to attract material things. And he started pointing his followers to material things. Go and listen to the messages of Idahosa before he blew. He doesn't talk about money. In fact, he will tell people, don't go to a prophet that will tell you to bring money. God can speak to you without your money. But later, he started opening his wardrobe and showing the lights of Tolebaka. See my Agbada that I've never worn before. See my jets. See my cars. That they have cars with AC. AC is just blowing on them. It doesn't drive them. And he starts showing them. So he starts pointing them to the things that the glory provided. The manifestation of the glory of God in the life of Elisha that caused Naaman to be willing to give anything. Let me tell you, the glory will attack material things, but please don't set your eyes on the material things, but on the glory. The glory multiplied the bread. Jesus fed 5,000 with 5 loaves and 2 fishes. It's the glory. And let me tell you, you might think it's the Son of God, that's why we do it. Elisha did it also. Go and read the Bible. Before Jesus even came in the flesh. Hello? You see, when you raise the dead, for example, I've told you, if I can rise today by the power and the glory of God and reverse the autistic situation in the life of Femi Otodela's only son, what do you think he won't be willing to give you? His only son is autistic. If so, a pastor can heal that boy today, forget private jets. They will buy a house for you in Milan, in Dubai, in Amsterdam, anywhere you want. In Banana Island, they will build it in 6 months for you. Eh? But because you are living in Banana Land and you are comfortable, doesn't mean you should forget it's not the glory that provided it. That's why the Bible says that what is highly esteemed by man is abomination before God. What we are planting today are abominable things before God. They are material things that will perish. Your auditorium tomorrow, a stone might not be found standing on each other. Hello? But you should remember, if the glory can provide it, it will provide it again. I didn't know people who are sick in our church. A young man came to me, a Christian brother who loves God. The first child he will have, he said he discovered the child, a week-old child, has no symptoms of no symptom. And the guy is troubled and he came to me. I said, now this is the time for you to seek the glory and not material things. Your money cannot, even science could not see no syndrome in the scanner. I mean, the scanner could not detect it. But the glory can reverse it. Even though it's born with a deform, just like that boy that was born blind, the glory of God can reverse it. He said this happened so that the name of the Lord may be glorified. Believe that God's glory is about to manifest. This is the time for church to start pointing people to the glory instead of to material things. People will tell you that why they won't come to church. You know why you have it? In last shot too. You think God is naked? He created you naked. Even if you wear gold as clothes, you can still see your nakedness. This is a product of sin. The glory was the covering. It was sin that stripped them of the glory. They were covered with the glory of God. They didn't even know they were naked until sin came, and stripped them of the glory that covered them. God wants to still cover you with His glory. The glory of God was their covering. But after they were stripped of the glory, they started looking for a leaf to cover themselves. The leaf could not cover. Even God was merciful. He had to kill an animal and give them leather skin. Leather wear that will cover them better than leaf. But yet, when they were stripped of glory because of sin, Jesus came. He too was stripped naked so that you can receive His glory. Did you hear that? That's why they have to strip him naked. Forget that picture that they even bruised wrapper to cover his head. He was stripped naked like a thief. A disgraceful death he had to die on behalf. Why? So that you can be restored back to glory. But instead of the church pointing you to the glory, they are pointing you to material things. Our prayers are filled with material things. But Jesus even warned us, He said, don't seek those things. These are the things that the Gentiles are seeking after. But you just seek after the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things shall be. But the things that He said we should not seek is what we have placed before the people. What are you seeking? My marriage. Because you think you are growing old. Abraham was 100. And God delayed for a purpose, because He wanted Abraham to have a foretaste of the resurrection power. Itohu. You know what they call a foretaste? Itohu. You know, but you know, God wants you to eat the real food. But the people who really had the foretaste are even, they manifested more than the ones that actually have the real food. Jesus said, he said, your father ate the manna in the wilderness and they died. Well, I am the bread of life. You now have the bread of life. You are not even manifesting. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Abraham was worried. God said, I know what I want to do. I want your body to die so that at the time the power of resurrection works in your life, you will have faith. And every doubt will be raised from your life. And Bible said that when he gave birth at 100 years, when God now instructed him that sacrifice thy son, thy only son Isaac, there was no doubt in his mind. You know what the scripture says in the book of Hebrews? He said he knew that God was able to raise him back to life because God has raised his own body. If you are partake of the glory of God, there is nothing that will come your way. You'll be afraid again. You are only afraid of coronavirus because you have not seen the manifestation of the power of God. We should start praying. And Paul told us, he said, this power, Ephesians chapter 1, is at work in you. If the power is at work in you, it means that whatever comes against that power will die. If the spirit of him that raised Christ from the dead dwells in you, is it dwelling in you? He that raised Christ from the dead shall revitalize your mortal body. It means that whatever sin has killed in your body, the power of resurrection came to revive. Say there's a revival going on in my life by the power of resurrection that is at work in me. In the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. That's a revival. Other people can be dying. You are coming alive. Immortality is about to swallow up mortality. Death will be swallowed up in victory. We are the generation that will manifest the fullness of his glory. Many of you will not die. You will live to go to heaven with your body. Elisha did it. Did he die? He was taken alive to heaven. Elijah saw it. Moses experienced a foretaste of the glory. 120 years was looking like a 40-year-old man. It means that grandpa went to his household and still outran 30-year-old people. What would they call it in Yoruba? Ajidewe. There is Ajidewe in Christ. If the power of resurrection is at work in you, let me tell you, by 120 you should be looking young. Yes. Yo. And they had a foretaste too. Now that the end of the age, the power of the end of the age has come upon you, you are not even manifesting. Why? Because we are not teaching you what you should know. We are teaching you the things that you should not focus on. We are making you focus on the things that does not really matter. There has been a church changing in the realm of the spirit. The same way the devil wanted to deceive Jesus and take his glory and give him the glory of this world. Many pastors and bishops have exchanged the glory of God for material things. And that's why the only thing they have to show you is the Lincoln Navigator, I think the 25-bedroom mansion. A young boy that does not know God, good boy, P-square, is living in 1.5 billion house in Banana Island. You are still struggling in Shasha. You are not yet. Ilogo, Igbo, Igbo, all the bushes where witches used to live. That's where you have now relocated. Hallelujah. So if it's about house, you cannot beat the wall to it. If it's about mansion, if it's about clothes, your own Balenciaga self is fake. Abami. Don't Balenciaga. When you are walking in the night, everybody see you like street light. And you are posting. That's not what you should pursue. Pursue the glory. It's time for us to change our prayer points. It's time for us to begin to ask the right thing. The Bible says we have this confidence that whatsoever we ask according to his will, what is his will? To restore his spirit back to us. And again, to restore us back to glory. He came that I restore many sons unto glory. Hallelujah. Romans chapter 8 verse 20. He said, for the creation was subjected to futility, not willingly, but because of him who subjected it in hope, that the creation itself will be liberated from its bondage to decay, corruption, and brought into freedom and glory of the children of God. It means that all that is going on is so that we can liberate the creation. God wants to bring the whole of creation into the liberty and the glory of the children of God. But are the children of God really manifesting in glory? Death should not have dominion over you. Sickness should not have dominion over you. If truly the glory of God is manifesting in your life. But if you don't know what you seek, then how will you receive? It's those who seek that will find. It's those who knock that the door will be opened unto. But what are you really seeking? It's those who ask that you receive. Moses prayed to God, show me your glory. Did God show you? Yes. We don't have expected Moses to pray to God to show his glory with all the miracles that God did through him. But the guy knew there was something better. He pressed on. He pressed it to God. He said, God, I know there is better from all this, from where all these miracles are coming from. No wonder the Bible said the children of God saw the act of God and Moses knew his way. Because he knew, I'm not only interested in the act of God. Those miracles are acts of God. But God, I know where this fire is coming from, there's something better from there. Show me your glory. No wonder by the time he showed up, after the glory of God rubbed off upon him, the Bible said none of the children of Israel could look at his face. Why? Because his face was shining like the sun. And he had to cover his face like Eleha. Because if you open his face, nobody could. Moses! It's like sun and piercing. Do you know how the light of your phone, when the light is up, pierce into your eyes, that you have to dim the light? So was the face of Moses shining, so bright that nobody could look at his face. No president, no governor. Moses was the first Eleha. It wasn't the women that were Eleha. Moses was the first to wear a veil to cover his face. Hallelujah. No wonder at 1:20 he was looking forward. It means that if young girls see him on the road, they are the one calling Moses, Grandpa, or Papa Yongi. They are calling him old Papa Yongi. But you are even afraid. At 40, you are afraid of menopause. I stopped the process of menopause in your life. The same power that stopped the process of menopause in the life of Sarah, I stop it now in the name of Jesus. Amen. We are all celebrating a woman at 65 that gave birth. Sarah gave birth at 90. Are you celebrating now? God wants to do a miracle of the manifestation of the glory of God in your mortal body, but you are not seeking. What are you seeking? By Jeremiah, those things will perish. He said the things you see, they are temporal, but the things that you do not see, they are eternal. The life of God is eternal. That's why God is the same yesterday, today, and forever. If you see Jesus today, it's the same way he was when he came 2,000 years ago. No change. You are not those who have seen it. Same way the story of God shone upon Moses, and his eyes were like the sun. When Paul met Jesus on the way to Damascus, what did he see? He said, and his glory shone like a sun. When you read the book of Revelation, he said that his eyes were like fire, piercing fire. You can't look upon his face. That's why even when he had to show himself to Moses, he showed his backside. If he showed his face to Moses, he would want to act. But that veil has been removed in Christ. For in him we live, in him we move, in him we have our being. We are his children, offspring. We came forth from him. He created you in his image. You are the brightness of his glory. We want you to express his glory. And that's what I've been praying for. The expression of the glory of God in my life. Jesus said, are you singing? And you are not singing hard because of the brightness of his glory. Are you the brightness of his glory? The glory will provide private jets. Let me tell you, you will not even receive it. Why do I need private jet when I can appear and disappear? My brother. Why do I need private jet? Why do I need an interpreter to go and preach in China when I can speak Chinese even though I didn't study the language? Is that what happened in the life of the disciples?
When the Holy Ghost came down, the Bible said they heard them speaking in their native language. What happened? And the Bible said they learned that these people are illiterate. How come they are speaking a language? Because the revival of their brain has taken place. Their faculty has been turned again. You can speak any language, any place, anytime. You don't have to go and learn the language for 1 year. I don't have to learn a Mandarin. By the power of the Holy Spirit, I will enter China and I will be speaking even deeper than the one they are speaking. They will be asking you a question. Ross, were you born in this place? I say, no. This is my first time coming to this place. How come you are speaking a language like this? It is the energized power of the Holy Spirit. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Glory is the only thing that can reverse every negative impact of decay, corruption, and death ravaging the world. The world is subjected to futility in hope. Why? Those subjected in futility in hope for the manifestations of the sons of God. So that when you manifest, you can reverse the situation. If they put coronavirus in your hand, if the power of resurrection is not working, you will die. He who does not have the Son does not have life. But he who has the Son does what? Has abundance. Men will go that other issues that money cannot solve. But the glory can dissolve and resolve. Did you hear what I said? Men with money, they have other issues that money cannot solve. But the glory can dissolve it and resolve it. But we are not seeking the glory. That's why everyone. Can I show you something? Before we close, I will close very soon. I want to stop by 11. Can I show you something? When the power of the Holy Spirit came upon the apostles, the Bible said that John and Peter were going to the temple in the hour of prayer. And they met a man that was born crippled. 40-year-old, he was born crippled. Right from the womb. He never had the use of his leg. But they looked at him and said, look upon us. And was looking upon them thinking they would give him some handout. But he said, silver and gold we do not have. But the church has a lot of silver and gold, but they don't have the glory. He said, but that which you have, in the name of Jesus, because they were supposed to be witnesses of this resurrection, and they witnessed. How did they witness? By raising the guy back to life. They touched his limbs and they jacked him up. And they began to walk and leap and jump into the temple and started dancing. And everybody knew him because they had been giving him points for 40 years. And says, this is not the guy, this crippled guy that used to beg at the faith company. How come it's working? Because they knew what they were called to do. They were called to witness of the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Did they witness? To witness doesn't mean to speak alone, to be proof. The Bible said on the resurrection of Lazarus, many people came to believe. God wants us to manifest the resurrection power. I'm looking for an opportunity to pray over the son of Evan Taylor. He will come with gold and silver, with cars and mansions. God might even tell us, don't take it. So that the gold does not corrupt your glory. Because the gold can corrupt your glory. There are some things you don't have to take. Remember, they went behind Elisha to go and collect the raiment and the gold that Naaman brought, and the leprosy jumped upon him. Sometimes God wants to use less gold with his glory. It's not everything that is glitter that is good. But there is something that glitter not can gold. God can cause his glory to manifest in your life. Hallelujah. God wants to manifest his glory. He wants to show you his power. He wants you to experience first in your own body the power of resurrection. He wants you to be a witness to his resurrection through your mortal body. God wants to do mighty and great things through you. And that's what I'm going to be pointing you to forever. Please look away from gold. Mansions very good. Cars are very good. But glory is better. Because you can have all the mansions and gold in this world and you are sick in your body. And all the doctors in the world cannot cure it. Are you telling me Ben Bruce doesn't have money? The wife just died of cancer. Does he not go to church? But the church has become a club. We are not manifesting the glory of God. God doesn't want the church to become a club or a pub where you go to enjoy, or a concert where you go to enjoy good live music. No, God wants the church to be a place of the manifestation of His glory. He wants to fill the temple with glory, and you are the temple of God. Does Ben Bruce not go to church? Cancer took his wife from. Does he not have money? I'm sure he can pay for any hospital overseas, but they could not cure her of the cancer that killed her. But Jesus healed palsy. He healed cancer. He stopped the issue of God. He did so many miracles that even the Bible said that if they were to be recorded, the Bible would not be able to contain it. It means that people will be carrying different volumes of Bible. Volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, volume 4, volume 10, volume 100. Hallelujah. Can I close? Do you know it was the power of God's resurrection and the glory of God that manifested in the life of Idahosa that produced all the mansions and the auditoriums and the jeep and the private jet? Do you know? I watched that guy video. He said when they read in the Bible that he can raise the dead, he went to his pastor and said, Pastor, did Jesus say it? Did he do it? Can I do it? Did he say I can do it? And he said yes. And so he said he took his bike and he started going to them all over Benin and asking them, did anybody die in this place? Did anybody die in this place? Until he got to a place that there was somebody, a young man who died, and they brought back the boy to life, and the whole of Benin was at God. This is a man by the power and the glory of God that challenged witchcraft and challenged occultic people in Benin and brought the whole of Benin to their knee, and the gospel took over Benin. But today there are 10,000 shrines in Benin after his death. Why? Because they took their eyes away from the glory to Mammon, air-conditioned auditorium. The auditorium is as useless as National Theatre if the glory of God is not manifesting there. It's just a meeting place. If no people are not comforted, if people are not healed, if people, the dead are not raised back to life. Jesus was in the temple preaching one day. The people could not reach him, and the young man was sick on his bed. He's been on his bed for a long time. His friends were how they could get miracle for him, and they could not do anything. They had to go and open the roof and over the guy to where Jesus was sitting, and Jesus looked up and saw their faith and said, guy, rise up, pick up your bed and walk home. Brother, tomorrow everybody will come to that kind of meeting. All we have to teach people is rhetorics. The same message we preached last year, somebody shout hallelujah. We have been shouting it, no miracle. We want to see the signs and the miracle of God. He said, this sign shall follow you. Is it following us? When was the last time a big miracle happened in the church? The only time I heard it was on the young girl in those days that healed a mad man. I mean, young girl, not a pastor. To let you know, bless the glory of God can manifest you. You can pray for your mates in school and they will be healed. The glory of God is no longer going to rest only on one man. It's resting on all of us. He came that he might restore many sons to glory. It's time that we do what we are doing. It's time that we make the right investment in that which really matters in this end time. We should stop investing in multi-billion-dollar auditorium and start investing in how to get the message out. It's time for us to change our prayer point and take our focus and the focus of the congregation away from material things to the glory of God. The glory will bring the material things. He said, all these things shall follow you. These things will follow the glory. Do you know how many women made up their mind? 13 women, their husbands were rich, that made up their mind to be feeding and sponsoring the ministry of Jesus Christ. Did he beg them? Today we have to make people, give them position, office, ordination that they don't even need, useless ordination, just to get money off the people. Every kind of gimmick is going on in the church. Brother, in the days of his power, the people shall be willing. When his power manifests, people will bring their house to you. People will hand over their land document to you. People will bring their car and say, what is my house to me? When the glory of God manifested in the life of Jesus, and he told Peter, cast the net into the right side, and the Bible said he caught a net miracle of a fish, and he looked at Jesus, he left the miracle, he left the fish in the net, he jumped into the water and swam towards the direction of Jesus Christ and said, go away from me, I am a sinner. He saw something he had never seen before in his life. He left everything. And from that they told them, follow me, I will make you fisher of men. Let me tell you, if you see the glory of God, this one I want to open shop, and you are afraid of maybe your customers come, they will wait for you. The Bible says that the coastline will wait for you. People will even make you to supply what you don't even have in your shop after you finish service. We don't know God. We are afraid of tomorrow. This is the time to seek the glory of God. This is the time to stand in the temple and pray. Fill this temple with glory. Make me a witness of a resurrection power. We are afraid just like the world. Should we be afraid? The world should be afraid of you. A demon saw Jesus come. He said, why have you come to torment us? You hear that there is a witch in the house, you pack your load. When they should see you and say that, landlord, we are parking now. We can't stay in this place because your presence carries glory and fire. Hallelujah. May the glory of God descend upon us. May you rest.